Hi guys, I'm Katie Grimes. I'm an Immunology and Medical Microbiology major here at WVU, and I'm also a STEM ambassador. Today's activity is called Immunology Battle: How Vaccines Create Warriors Within. This activity has a fun craft that you can make by yourself and also a fun game that you can play with your friends. You can find this lesson on our website. Let's get started. The materials that we're going to need today are 1 pipe cleaner, 5 beads of one color, and 2 beads of another color. We're going to be using our pipe cleaner and beads to create a model of an antibody, but what is an antibody? I'm sure you all have heard of proteins. Well, antibodies are a special type of protein that protect our bodies from disease. Antibodies are produced by special cells called B cells. They are a type of white blood cell, and the reason that they're called B cells is because they're produced in our bone marrow. What happens is, once these B cells mature, they leave the bone marrow and start circulating throughout our bloodstream. All around the surface of a B cell are these little proteins called antibodies. Each B cell produces only one very specific type of antibody. It could be a virus, a bacteria, or any other type of germ. This is kind of what an antibody looks like. Once the antibody goes through the bloodstream and finds its matching antigen, it binds to it. And this causes the B cell to produce a lot of toxic molecules that kills the germ. Now, let's talk vaccines. I'm sure that all of you have had to go to the doctor to get a shot or two. These are called vaccines, but how do they work? So vaccines actually boost your immune system. They contain little tiny bits of viruses or bacteria that are meant to activate your B cells to produce antibodies against these diseases without actually making you sick. B cells have memory, which means that if you ever get infected with that specific bacteria or virus again, your B cells will remember, and they'll start producing tons of antibodies to attack and kill the pathogen before it can make you sick. Now we're going to make our own little model antibody. So what you do is, first take your pipe cleaner and fold it in half like this. Then, so it can be wearable like a ring like this one, see how this fits on my finger, we are going to make a little loop here at the bottom, and we're going to twist. Like so. Next, we're going to find 5 beads of the same color. These 5 beads represent the constant region of the antibody, which is kind of like its spine. We're going to put the 2 ends of the pipe cleaner together like this, and we're going to slide all 5 beads down the middle, like this. Next, we're going to pull out the ends of our pipe cleaner to kind of make a Y shape. And the reason that we do this is because antibody proteins are actually shaped like Ys in real life. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to choose 2 beads of a different color. Now, you can use beads like this as long as they're a different color from the spine of the antibody, but I actually brought in some special beads. So I'm going to choose these 2 beads. Next, I'm going to take my bead and I'm going to slide it about halfway down on this little leg of the Y like this. Then I'm going to fold this over and twist. Now, if you need to see that again, I'm going to take this bead, slide it about halfway down the little leg of the Y. I'm going to fold it over and then twist. Now you have a wearable model, just like the real antibodies inside your body that protect you from germs. The reason why I wanted you to make this with different color beads than what you used for the spine is because these 2 beads up here represent the antibody's variable region. Now this variable region is what actually binds to and recognizes the germs. Remember, antibodies are very specific and will only bind to one type of antigen or germ. So this here antibody will only protect you from, let's say this is the common cold. This antibody can only protect you from the common cold. This is why your body produces a large variety of antibodies to protect you from all sorts of different types of illnesses. So now let's get into the game. To play, each of you will make an antibody model and each of you will get a pathogen. If your friend tags you with a pathogen, you become sick and you have to freeze in place. However, if you have the right antibody to protect yourself, this pathogen cannot make you sick. So let's say these purple beads represent the common cold. If my friend tried to tag me with the common cold, I would get to say, I'm protected because I have a common cold antibody. When you're playing the tag game with your friends, you can add another layer of fun into it. If you get tagged with a pathogen that you're not protected from and you have to freeze, you can unfreeze yourself 1 time per round by saying, vaccine. This allows you to revive yourself so that you can get back into the game. You can only do this once though, so make sure to use your vaccine wisely. Thank you for playing Immunology Battle with me. I hope you enjoyed this STEM care activity.